tatted in public, late reaction, 50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
Okay, let me tell you why you should never do that with a trumpet. We all know what a trumpet is. It's a brass instrument that can go very high, but it can also be your ultimate fate if you do that. And I've never done this personally with a trumpet, but I accidentally have dropped it on its mouthpiece before, and I don't even want to tell you the fun that was to get it off. So for those of you that don't play the trumpet, we have a mouthpiece that we insert on the top of it. And we're not supposed to hit it in. We're supposed to like screw it halfway in so it's like tight and stuff. But when you do that, it can get stuck. And when it gets stuck, it is pain to get it out. Accidents happen. And I'm aware of that. I have accidentally dropped my trumpet like probably 3 times throughout my entire trumpet career. But that is unacceptable. You cannot hit your trumpet's mouthpiece in, because when it gets stuck, that times it's on you. So what is the science behind a mouthpiece getting stuck? How do we get it out if it does get stuck? Well, the mouthpiece getting stuck is actually more simpler than you think it is. We call this a wedge, and it's a word with a much deeper meaning behind it, and I'm going to get into that. The science behind a mouthpiece getting stuck. When you drop the trumpet on its mouthpiece or hit it or apply force to it, it causes the metal to wedge together, and that's where the word wedge comes from. Wedge means the 2 pieces of metal get closer together, and if you push it too much, or if you just do it with way too much force, it gets very hard to get the mouthpiece off, and it also has a possibility of not being able to get it out at all. It also has to do with friction. Wedging creates immense friction between the mouthpiece and the actual trumpet. The greater the initial force and the more friction holds the 2 pieces together, and it's actually really difficult to get it out, and sometimes it just is impossible with initial human strength. Before I say how, I need to say this. Do not try to pull the mouthpiece out very hard. It will damage the lead pipe, and it will fuck up the trumpet. Now, there are many ways to get a trumpet fixed when its mouthpiece is stuck, but I'm going to go over the safest and most recommended one, because some of these you won't be able to do normally. The most simplest and most easiest option is called a mouthpiece puller, and there are so many photos on the internet, I cannot even show you one. Make a very long sequence of events in science short. This mouthpiece puller applies an even controlled force on the mouthpiece constantly that doesn't harm the trumpet's lead pipe in the process, and it eventually sort of jerks up when it happens. It's from a really immense force. Really immense and controlled force. It's not easy. The last thing is, this is just not for trumpets. Any brass player can accidentally get their mouthpiece stuck.